Try to do it like me, and now what's good? You know how we get down. Yeah, drop down and I'ma shake it to the ground. Oh, word. That's right, I can move it all night. Let me see. I bet. Try to do it like you know how we get down. Yeah, hands on your down. Yeah, get down. Yeah,
It's Al.
It's Jack.
Welcome to our channel. Yo, that shit cracks me up.
Get your bum lopsided as fuck.
I'm explaining about our fight. It's a fighting story time, basically. Videos included. Stay tuned. Alright. Well, I'm gonna be starting it off because she came in
Towards the end.
Yeah, she came towards the end. Alright, so this is how it started. Me and this girl, her name, we gonna call her Natty Nat. Me and her started being friends or whatever. And she had beef with these two girls. Oh my fucking god, let me stop touching stuff. She had beef with these two girls named JJ and TT.
Mm-hmm.
And then
They're twins.
Yeah, they're twins. They was fighting or whatever, but I wasn't there for that day. So the next day I was like, make sure I'm there so nobody jumps you. Because that's just how I am. If I don't want nobody around me getting jumped that I'm cool with. So I was like, make sure I'm there, whatever. And then she called me at it was 11 o'clock in the morning. She was like, yo, I'm about to fight these bitches. So I was like, alright. She said, come to 18. So I took a cab down there because my cousin was down there too. So I took a cab there. And then 15 minutes later, they just started fighting. Mind you, that day they wound up jumping her anyway. And I didn't do shit. But I broke it up at least. But me and her wasn't that cool. We just started being friends 2 days before. And then let's skip that part. They had me jumped by some boys. But let's skip that part. Because that really has nothing to do with this story time. So, a day before this all happened, they caught me on a light rail. And it was dark as hell, so I didn't see shit. They caught me on a light rail. They started jumping me.
2 days before, because...
2 days before. And they started jumping me. They was pulling my hair from behind and then spitting on me. Mind you, did it hit the back? I told my mom what happened. And she went looking for them. And then she called the police because she couldn't find them. And then I told, not her, I told my other cousin. Well, she's not really my cousin, but I call her my cousin. Cece, what happened. And
me and her were best friends at the time.
yeah,
so
they were best friends at the time. So she wound up telling her. Me and her wasn't close at the time.
But we're cousins.
Oh, look at my bun.
We're cousins, but we have on and off again times.
She's bipolar.
We both are.
Anyways, Cece, she let me describe her.
She showed us how to.
She's
basically.
She's 4'5".
4'11". We do 4'11".
Yeah, she's 4'11" and really skinny. And then this girl named BFB, that's what we're calling her. We're not gonna say what that stands for. She made it up. But this girl named BFB, she jumped in a fight at the light rail. So my little cousin Cece, they started arguing. They was a cab.
Yeah, because we all go to school together. BFB.
Me, TT, and JJ don't go to school together.
But me, CC, and BFB, we all go to high school together.
We're still in elementary. Okay, so they started arguing whatever, and then the next day they started arguing again. Nothing happened that day. They started arguing again, and then they started fighting.
In CAV.
In CAV, it was the morning, right?
It was 5th period class.
5th period, they started fighting. I have that video too.
I wasn't there because I got 6th period CAV, so if I was there,
she would have jumped it.
Yeah, so the chops. But.
And then that day I was in school, and then Cece texted me. She was like, "Yo, I just fought that bitch." I was like, "What happened? Who spoke on who first?" And then she was like, "Oh, she got in my face, so I spoke on her." And then I text Cece. I was like, "After school, meet me somewhere because we're going to fight the bitches." Okay, so we meet up or whatever, and she's with Cece already. So we walk to these bitches' houses. Mind you, we're deep as hell. We're how many people was it? It was 10 people, and it was 4 and out. So we go to these bitches' house, whatever, CC and BFB started fighting again. And then, would you like to explain this
Yeah.
part?
So, CC, like we said, she's mad short and she's mad skinny. And BFB, she's pretty big.
Fat.
Yeah, she's pretty big. So I was like, I'm not gonna stand by and my best friend get beat up by some PFB. We'll explain what that means later. So he was yelling at me to go jump.
Yeah, I was like, you gonna let your best friend get beat the fuck up?
And
You
obviously
guys could
not.
hear that in the video.
Yeah,
But
and obviously I wasn't gonna let that happen. So I stopped. I just like stomped on her, and then before I could start hitting her, before I could start hitting her, her older sister, who's like 19, and I think
we don't know her name, so we can't give her a nickname. But
yeah. So was it TT or JJ?
TT.
TT started, the 19-year-old and TT, they started hitting me.
JJ jumped in too, though.
Yeah.
But as JJ jumped in, as soon as I saw it, I already had my glasses on, mind you, because I knew I was fighting that day. I already knew something was gonna go down. So as soon as I saw JJ jump, you didn't have glasses then.
No.
As soon as I saw JJ jump in, I knew I was not letting I was not letting my cousin get jumped. So I literally, oh my god, this shit's annoying. I literally dragged her from behind by her hair, and I just got to dragging her. And then you explain what happened with you, cause I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, this is better.
What do you mean?
Tell what happened after I dragged Janae.
Oh, after he dragged Janae, the 19-year-old.
Oh, I said Janae. Ooh.
We can just beep it out.
Yeah.
We can edit. So after he dragged JJ, TT and the 19-year-old, they were still hitting me in my head. But I started like kicking them and punching them. So basically I got jumped.
Yeah.
But the main thing was I wasn't gonna let my little ass best friend get beat up. So like I was gonna do whatever it took to get that big ass that BFD off of her. Which didn't really work because they were still fighting and she did get her ass
Right.
beat.
Her best friend ended up getting her ass beat anyway.
But my ex-best friend, she still claims that she didn't get her ass beat, but I'm not gonna rain her parade.
Alright, so after she's still getting jumped or whatever, but then they all just stopped. Like,
Which was mad weird.
right, they stopped out of nowhere. They stopped jumping her, and then CC and BFB just stopped fighting. I'm the only one who's still fighting. I'm like, what was I saying? I was like, you want to pull my hair, right? Because when they jumped me on the light rail, they pulled my hair. And I was like, you're not going to jump my blood cousin. I just kept saying it. And then
my dumb ass was standing behind them. And
shut
like,
up.
take
And
the
then
hands
they
off him.
all let her go. Like, they all stopped fighting. They let her go. And then BFB let CC go. And I was like, I said this one more time. I was like, you want to put my hair, right? And I was about to cap her shit. And mind you, Natty Nat was there too. But she was just sitting there. Like, watching. She had her hand balled up. And I'm kind of mad at her because she ain't jumping this. But
And she
we
kept
spoke
on saying,
about
I'm
that.
not gonna. In the video, you can hear her say, I'm not breaking it up.
Right, she said she wasn't breaking it up because she wanted them to get beat up. So, yeah, they let me go. Well, they didn't have me. Oh, shit. They let her go. Stop. You see, I'm over here playing with it. Alright, so they let her go. And they let CC go. And then they all just ran after me so fast. And then I didn't know what to do, so I let JJ go. And then mind you, it's like 4 people on me now. So I just started swinging. I hit JJ one more time. I connected in her face. And then TT, she was standing all the way back. And then Jay over here, Jaylen, she just yelling. She's like, y'all not gonna touch my cousin. Get your raggedy ass hands off it.
So you can hear that in the video.
And then CC's the only one helping me. Her short ass, but she wasn't even doing shit. Like, I don't even know why she
She
even
was getting
tried.
ready, but like at the same time,
She was fighting BFB again. So then,
No, she was getting ass beat, bro.
and then it all just stopped. They stopped coming at me. And then boom, they called the police. Sorry. Well, first, before they called the police, they started taking out chairs and stuff.
Okay.
And they started throwing it at us. They didn't hit me, they missed.
Yeah.
And then she just ran. She was out. No, they called the police and then she was out. She started running. She went to go tell her mom. She was bringing mom in the video. No, she too ratchet. Yeah, she went to go tell her mom. And her mom, No, I called. We went to the house. Her mom wasn't there, so I called. I was like, "Yo, where you at? We just got into a fight." And she came like 2 minutes later, fast as hell.
And I had like bumps on my forehead.
Yeah, she had knots on her forehead. I'm the only one who walked away from that fight with no marks.
Right. And when my mom, she saw the knots. As soon as she saw them, she ran.
She just blacked out.
She didn't even know where she was going, but she ran.
She didn't know where she was going. She ran. Surprisingly, she went in that direction too. She ran. She was out. She booked it. When we got there again, they was all outside still. They was arguing with Natalie. And then Natalie was about to fight them. Oh wow. Natty Nat was about to fight them. And then Jay and her mom just started yelling. And then her mom was yelling at the 19-year-old like, "You want to hit my daughter, right? Come down the stairs." Y'all, she would not come down the stairs for nothing.
Not coming downstairs.
Her and her mom was not coming down.
Stairs.
Like, my aunt crazy. She really wants to fight both of them at the same time. She was going to fucking ping pong their heads.
Because my mom and his mom, they knew their mom. Because they were in high school together.
We're going to add this in the video. But, well, we're not going to add this in the video because it's kind of messed up. I don't like talking about people's moms. But just know, like, she does stuff. Right. She does messed up stuff.
Her and her children.
So, yeah, mind you, so they wouldn't come down the stairs. And then her mom, she was talking all this stuff up the stairs. But she ended up calling the cops again. And then the cops came. They was like, "Y'all just leave." And then my aunt, she made up an excuse. She was like, "Oh, I'm doing, what's your name? Vanessa's here." Yeah. Like, she just wanted to stay. She was not going home.
And she told the police that I will be here up and then I will call you to come arrest me.
And
that's my mom.
After that, the police left. They said just stay on your side of the street, and they would stay on their side of the street.
And that's what we did.
And then after that, mad boys just started showing up. No. I'm skipping a part. After that, the TT and JJ started arguing with Natty Nat again. And they pulled bleach out. They was throwing bleach on TT and her sister, which she don't really like. Well, Natty Nat and her sister, I got it mixed up. And then Nat was trying to fight. And then it all stopped because boys just started pulling up out of nowhere. And then my aunt called me. I don't know how she knew what was going on.
I think my mom.
Oh, yeah. My aunt called me. Her name Tiffany. She called me. She's like, "What the fuck going on?"
She ratchet too.
Yeah, she ratchet too. She like, "What the fuck going on?" She's like, "I'm about to come get you before I have to beat that big bitch up." And so she came to get me, and I left. I don't know what happened with them, so this is her time to explain.
So my mom, we just stayed on our side of the street for like a couple of minutes, and then his other cousin, her dad and my mom are friends, so they picked me and my mom up, and my mom and me went back to the house, and my mom, she changed her clothes, and then from there and she wanted to go back to the house, but I was like trying to cool her down, to like let the situation go, cause like it was really just like
I wasn't there now, so she was really gonna be fighting by herself.
Yeah, but it was just gonna be me and my mother.
See, had it been me there too, then she would have
I wouldn't have calmed her down, but I was trying to calm her down, and then I got to calm her down. So me and her went to my cousin's house, my older cousin's house. My older cousin's job, and we just stayed there for a little bit. And then, like, the TT and JJ, they kept walking back and forth 18th Street, and from their house to 18th Street, they kept on walking back and forth. And where I was at was 22nd Street, but I had to go back to my grandma's house, which is on 18th Street, so I kept seeing them go back and forth. I was like, but I'm not about to get jumped. So I was like, fine, I'm just gonna stay at his house, and I ended up just staying there.
After all of this happened, a few days later, BFB's best friend texted her on Snapchat.
It was the same night.
Oh.
The same night, BFB's best friend knocked on their minute.
Because they don't have no problems now.
They don't have problems with each other. But she texted me and she's like, "So we're jumping fights now. We're jumping into fights now." I was like, "Yeah, when your best friend's sisters try to jump in the fight with my best friend, then yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing you would have done." She was like, "All right, now me and you gotta fight." I was like, in my head, I was like, "This is dumb as hell. We're fighting with your best friend." like, because your best friend and her family decided to be ratchet and start jumping people. I was like, alright, whatever. But I told her I couldn't do it that day after school because I had therapy. So she was like, oh, now I got an excuse. You don't want to fight now because you know I'm going to beat you up. I was like, so then we were in school and I was like, really, you got all this mess now, but you wasn't saying nothing on Snap. You wasn't saying nothing when we had calf together. Because me and her have calf together right before we have a gym together. So she was like, so when she kept talking and talking when her friends were there, so I was like, alright, you really want to do this? I was like, we can do this right now. So I threw my stuff on the ground and we got it. And she hit me first. And that was really it because we got like 1, 2 seconds.
Bye. Say bye.
Guys,
Y'all childish fighting.
Dell, beat him up. Dell, beat him up.
Bro, I'm not getting involved.
Get out this good